Aquarius.
Hello Aquarius, this is your forecast for October 2014, and we have a very special month this month. Well, yes, we do have Mercury retrograde between the 4th and 25th, so do not sign any papers if you can avoid it, and don't buy new items that might turn out to be a little funky. So wait till after the 25th for that. But we know how to do Mercury retrogrades by now, don't we? But more importantly, this month we have 2 eclipses going on, and in your chart it's really going to blow it up in a good way. We have the first total lunar eclipse on October 8th. This is going to be in your area of the 3rd house. Communication, siblings, your neighborhood, your to and fro and short travel, short distance travel and journeys, and how you communicate, and perhaps also what you communicate may hold a very strong impact here in October. More on that. Now, the solar eclipse is the new moon, which, you know, when it is eclipsed like that, it holds the power of 3 moons all in one. This is going to be in your area of career this month. So Aquarius, listen, I know you are super excited about this, because why? You've been working so hard for over 2 years now to accomplish a certain level of expertise, to prove yourself, and you've taken so much responsibility upon yourself too. But this new moon on the 23rd is definitely opening up new doorways for you, and it is especially powerful because it is aligned with Venus. Venus is what you're passionate about, what you love. So of course it rules romance, but since it's in the area of the 10th house of career, this is probably now where you're going to focus this energy, doing what you're loving to do. You might also come to see that there might be a promotion or some kind of advancement within your work. If you're self-employed, well, that will also burst wide open here. And it is that time of the month that we always say, you know, pay attention to the new moons, because that's where we plant our intentions, so those seeds may grow for the entire year until you get the chance next year. But next year at this time it won't be an eclipse. That's the difference. You have the eclipse right now, so you have a triple whammy energy here going on to help you really take a rocket boost here in your career. So not only that, but we also have a kite formation going on here, Aquarius, and we don't too often get that, and we're always, as astrologers, excited to see it. So imagine, you know, just a diamond-shaped, old-fashioned kite. What do you have on top? For you, it's Sun and Venus. The Sun is basically you, and Venus, what you love and what you appreciate, and also the romantic love in your life. Now for you, it's in the area of higher education, foreign places and people, expansion of your spirituality, wanting to learn more. You're opening up, you're yearning for, or should I say, spirit may be yearning for higher insights. So that's the top of your dream right now, or maybe, like I said, also to travel to some foreign place that you've been desiring for a long time. Keep that focused as we go in here on October 8th under this full moon, this lunar eclipse. Why? Because on either side of the shoulders of this kite, you got Mars harmoniously lined up here to give you direction, to give you energy, to power it up, and Jupiter on the other side, which is cosmic generosity, that's also going to help lift you towards your hopes and dreams. That Jupiter for you is coming from your 7th house, so perhaps through your significant other, your life partner, or somebody that you collaborate with closely one-on-one. So, and Mars is in that 11th house of hopes and dreams, but also it's the social area where you spend time with friends. So imagine that. Here's your goal to expand your horizons with foreign travel or higher education, doing it with friends perhaps, and the one that you love, rising, lifting, emerging up towards that. But every kite needs a tail so that it could fly. And what do you have down here on your little ribbons of this tail? You have the full moon, the total lunar eclipse. Okay, that's the power of 3 full moons. And it is called a harvest moon. So you're harvesting something you've worked for, dreamt about, talked about. When I say talked about, it's because it's the 3rd house of communication. And it's here with Uranus. Just like the new moon is flanked by Venus, the power of love, the full moon eclipse here is powered by Uranus, which has the power to change anything. Out of the blue, boom, just like that. So, you could see where you're aiming right now with your energies. Make it work. Now, once we're beyond the 8th, because there is a little to-do situation there, on the 4th with making choices. This is before all the action is taking place. You're still in that old paradigm, sort of, and wondering what to do and how to break free from whatever choice that may be. Now, already on the 5th, Mars is going to deliver some news to you out of the blue, and it's like, whoa, okay, here's the solution. And then you have, on the 8th, Venus and Pluto. Venus is love, it's money, so maybe, and you're already in this area of travel, right, and expanding those horizons of higher knowledge. So, but something's not really in place. Maybe you're longing to do this, but don't have the money for it. But lo and behold, 1 minute to 12, what happens? Not only do you have Venus-Pluto square here that's bringing the desire up to this point of something's got to give, well, this is the very day of that total lunar eclipse. It's the very day that this Venus here is in conjunct here with your Sun, top of that kite, and suddenly out of the blue, here comes Uranus creating this change, maybe bringing something in where you may be allowed now to do what you've been passionate about. So after the 8th, we have Mars and Jupiter working together. That's your drive. Jupiter being generosity, Mars being in the 11th house for hopes, dreams, wishes, Jupiter being in that area of your partner. Now, this is working for you, being followed on the 10th for the Sun and Jupiter, the Sun being you, Jupiter, this is all the gifts that's being bestowed upon you from the universe between the 1st house and the 7th house, no, I'm sorry, the 9th house and the 7th house. So pertaining to your goal and your wish, your dream here, Jupiter is supporting that. And then here starts the party. On the 14th, Venus and Jupiter, they're coming in to do a dance. And then the Sun and Mars also joining the party. The Sun is you, Mars is your drive, your ambition, your goal, and your energy levels. Really up to spiff. I don't think anybody can sleep under these aspects because they're so driven. And Mercury is joining the crowd too. Mercury is your communication about all these things now taking place where Mars is active. So your goals are here and you're expanding with all of this because here, following day on the 17th, Mercury is not just talking about your drive and your goal, but it's also talking about the blessings you're receiving because Mercury is conjunct Venus. Venus, which is love, and it is money too. So maybe that's just you giving some gratitudes here on this day. And yes, it is in that 9th house, but it's preparing itself to move into your 10th house of career. On the 20th, a fantastic romantic day. It's like you've been partying, celebrating all week, and here comes Venus and Mars, yin yang, doing the dance too. So if you are in a relationship, you will be really happy on this day. And if you're single, well, hey, you know, this whole entire week is like setting you up to meet a specific person. So do not sit at home. Mercury also on the 20th, here is with Jupiter. So your communication is enthusiastic, it's optimistic, you're radiant, you're shining. People are loving to listen to you, and also you are a good listener to their good news, because everybody is now under the influence of these alignments, but everybody is having them in different areas. This is why you also want to listen to your moon and rising sign to see where that's going to pop up, because your moon chart is different than your solar chart. Your rising sign chart is different from your sun, your solar, and your moon chart. So listen to all three. And by all means this month, listen to your partner's chart to see where he or she may be having their beautiful kite going on. Then you can see how that may correlate with you, right? So, you know, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that now so you can get these readings directly to your inbox. But here we go now. The solar eclipse, which is on October 23rd, it coincides on the very day that the sun is moving out of this area, which is Libra. It's moving out of your 9th house into the sign of Scorpio, your career area. Now the sun here will make you now focus more intensely. That's the energy of Scorpio. It's always intense, very focused. I see you being very driven, going to the top, literally, and silently, because Scorpio is more, shall I say, introspective with its desires and motivations. May not be as communicative, but this solar eclipse here now is touching upon the sun, and then, of course, Venus is coming in, being conjuncted. So for a couple of days there between the 23rd and 25th, you'll see how your career field is going to expand upon you. Then we're ending the month with a romantic notion. Now, all of these planets, now we've gone over 2 weeks, and it's all been one expansion of one big party. So even though we've moved on from them, they're still lingering, because one is taking over after the other. They're coming in like back to back, like a little domino game there, and you're still so hyped by all of it going on. So you're feeling these energies straight throughout to the end of the month, which is ending on a very romantic note. Venus and Neptune trine, and then also the Sun and Neptune. Now Neptune is your 2nd house for money and income, so both having the Sun and Venus aspecting towards this, well, that is between your career house and your income. So we might see that there might be a promise of something being allured here financially to you also this month. So Aquarius, I'm really excited for you, and I think you would be too. I love to hear from you, what's taking place for you here this month, and I will see you in November. So have a good one now.